Having Ian on the team is quite amazing. He joined us originally as a writer, but he's also the father figure for the Jagged Alliance series. Both Jagged Alliance 1 and Jagged Alliance 2 are his babies, and just even having the opportunity to meet him and now to work with him is quite exciting.
So I got started in video games in the late 80s when PCs became available to everybody and people started making games with graphics. And as soon as I saw graphics, I got hooked. And I started off just playing games, and eventually I got kind of fussy about the games and said, I think it should work this way, or why isn't someone making a game like this?
Anyone want a chocolate-covered cashew? Hello there.
So for me, a true Jagged Alliance product has got to have the following elements. It's got to have a strategy layer where the player is making decisions on a grand scale. 2, it's got to have solid tactical gameplay. 3, it's got to have all the characters, the interaction between the characters, and it's got to have story.
We have enough already. If you ever hurt my darlings, I will pay someone to find and kill you.
Jagged Alliance has a lot of history, a very deep legacy. There's a lot of passion in the fan base. They have kept this game alive for years just with modding, and they know this game by heart.
It's a game that has a huge following 20 plus years from the latest installment, like from the second part, and it's still alive up until this day. So it has something unique in it. I think that we are up to the task, and we're gonna bring those 3 main pillars and those really important things to this 3rd installment.
So not disappointing the fans and getting the right stuff in is very important.
Working with Hemimon has been a lot of fun because, first of all, they're very funny people. They've got really quirky senses of humor.
I'm not ready to die yet. I still haven't won the approval of my parents.
But they're very serious. And then, of course, there's Ian, who's one of the lead designers on the game. And he's a really, really interesting guy because he's a Jagged Alliance fan. He knows games well. He is a seasoned game designer.
Played Jagged Alliance, the series from the inception. I am from that generation, actually. We got those back in the day here in Bulgaria from pirated bootleg CDs. When I found it in the early 2000s, I haven't stopped playing it ever since then. I usually do a playthrough of Jagged Alliance 2 every year.
Yeah.
And it's one of my all-time favorites.
Obstacles in game development are a common thing. It's how you overcome them that's important. And a lot of that comes down to having the right people on the team. People who understand what the game is all about, what the heart and soul of it is. And working with Hemimon has been great because they are all huge fans of the series. They get it.
Having the creator of Jagged Alliance in the series helps us bounce different ideas from him, and he will instantly know if that's something that fits into the Jagged Alliance universe and the style of Jagged Alliance.
Every person who's played and is passionate about the last game told us this looks interesting, don't fuck it up. So, no pressure.